Hello everyone, welcome to the 30-hour post-licensing program overview. You're getting ready for the 2020 broker license renewal, and part of that is to take the 30-hour post-licensing program. I'm Daniel Serrett, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how that's all going to get done. The 30-hour broker post-licensing program is required for anyone, any licensed broker, got licensed after February 1st, 2018, but before August 8th of 2019 in order to renew by their April 30th, 2020 renewal date. So if you were licensed between February 1st, 2018 and August 8th, 2019, then you need to take the 30-hour broker post-license program. This 30-hour broker post-licensing program is really two courses. The first is the 15-hour broker post-license principles course, which is an online course, which you're going to be taking with me. I'll be your instructor for that. And then the second course is called the 15-hour broker post-licensing applied practices interactive course, and that's taken by classroom only. That's a butt time class. You have to take that only by classroom. So you're going to be taking our online class. Now just as a side, if you're not sure exactly when you got your license, if you click on the Illinois license lookup down that just popped up on your screen there, that will link you to the IDFPR license lookup site, and you can put your name and information in there, and it will pop up all your information about when you were originally licensed, so you can re-verify. So if you're not sure exactly when you got licensed, do that. I will tell you that this is pretty complicated as far as, when people got licensed and when they do, what they do and don't have to take. So what I would tell you is if you have any questions or concerns or you're confused, just give me an email, give me a shout out, give me a call, and I'll find out exactly what you need to do and tell you exactly what you need to do to renew your license. So I know this is a bit complicated. The 30-hour broker post-licensing program then is these two courses. The first is the one you're taking, the online course, and that's the textbook we're going to use for that. You should have that textbook. If you haven't got it, let me know immediately. And then when you go to take your classroom course, the Broker Applied Practice Interactive course, then you'll be using this textbook that you'll be using in your classroom for that course. So we have the two courses. We're going to be talking primarily about the online course that you're going to be taking now, if you will, the principles course. So here's the principles course. That's the book we said. Should have that. It's actually the third edition you've got. And the big deal about this textbook and the online program is there's 10 chapters we're going to cover. We're going to cover them online as well as we're going to cover them in the classroom. And you've got at the end of each chapter review tests. Now you're also going to be able to do some additional work if you want, called case studies. That's optional. Do not have to do that. It's not required. And of course, at the end of all of this, you'll culminate the course by taking your final exam, which will be a 50-question multiple choice exam. You'll take that when you take your 15-hour classroom course. So when you take your 15-hour classroom course, you'll actually be taking two final exams, two 50-question final exams at your classroom course. This one, as well as the final exam for that particular class. Now the components for your success, basically there's four things we're going to do. You've got your textbook, you've got a live instructor, you can get me whenever you need me. There's of course you, and then we have our website, the REEC student support site up in the upper right hand corner here. This is really the key to what you'll be working with as you go through your online class. So there's the four tools, if you will, that we'll be using: your textbook, me, you, and the online portal. The online portal is found at reecstudentsupport.com. So if you click on that, that'll take you to your website where your course is housed, if you will. When you get there, you'll click Broker Post License Course, which is, of course, the course that you're taking, and then you'll see the screen on your right will appear, and there you'll see your chapter outlines for that'll follow your textbook. You'll see slide casts, you'll see case studies, and you'll see your final exam, which basically says you'll take that at the classroom. So there's a little note there to just remind you that you'll be taking that final exam when you take your class. Of all of the stuff that's here, I think the three things that are important are your textbook, of course, the slide casts, and then the chapter quizzes. The slide casts I think you'll like. There'll be lectures, my lectures. I'll be walking you basically through each page, or what I consider the important pages in each chapter. And then, of course, at the end of each chapter, the chapter quizzes. Those are important for you to take and grade to see how well you're doing. The final exam really comes from those chapter quizzes that you'll be going through. So make sure you do your slide casts. Make sure you do your quizzes as you go through the program. So you're going to follow along chapter by chapter with the slide casts with your textbook. You can either read your chapter first and then do the slide casts, or do the slide casts first and then read the chapters if you want to. And then, of course, take your review exams and score them. There are two finals that you'll take, of course, this final as well as the other course that you're taking, that final. And then after you pass both of those, you'll receive a transcript that shows you successfully completed the 30-hour program. Of course, you can call or email me with any questions. When you go to renew your license, after you're through passing these two classes, you'll go to this link here, and you'll put in your PIN. The department's going to be sending you an email with your PIN, so look for it and don't lose it. If you do, let me know. And you'll go to that website and put your PIN in, and then you'll fill out the form that's there. You'll check yes, you've completed your CE requirements, so you don't have to submit your transcripts. Just check that box, give them your $150. And sometimes they raise it. That's why I have whatever the fee is. Sometimes they might raise it. And then do that prior to April 30th, 2020. Again, do not send the transcripts that I give you. Keep them for your records. So after you're through completing both of these programs, you can simply go to that website and complete the information there, and voila, you're renewed, you're done. And what will happen is about a week or so later, you'll get a link and you'll be able to download your updated or your new renewed license. So that'll come later. So here's your 15-hour broker license course, post-license course, the one that we're going to do, the online program. Don't forget your quizzes, and you can grade them, obviously. There's an answer key for you when you take your chapter quizzes. So go ahead and proceed to chapter 1, and either begin with the slide cast or read the chapter first, and we'll look for you when you're taking your final exam at the class. Good luck.